Okay. Hi, Flosstube. It's Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, and Toasty Kitty Tails, Toasty for short, is joining us today. We've got some special things to show you, and not sure at what point, but Toasty will show what he's got. But
I definitely will at some point.
Yep.
And it will not be forever.
What do you mean it won't be forever?
Wait, no. It won't be never forever.
Yeah. Okay. So Toasty made or assembled one of those craft carts for me yesterday.
Do you want me to show them?
Not right now. Because it's kind of a, you know, we have to readjust and everything like that. I'll do it later. I'll do it later when I show the picture, the new frames.
Alright.
Okay, so I have a finish.
Coco!
Coco Time by Ink Circles. Beautiful. Can you tell if that's showing?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
So this is done on a 28 count even weave by Rolanda, hand-dyed by Rolanda. And the stitch along was, or is with, okay, so it's, originally I think it was Hug and a Mug Sal with Sammie Lizz. I think she started it. Oh, my cat is so noisy.
She is very twiddly with bags.
Yeah.
And she also likes to chew on small plastic pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Like any plastic.
Yeah.
And our cat Iris also likes to crunch boxes and to eat plastic too. Basically every cat in the house eats plastic that's unattended.
Mm-hmm.
Or they know is just lying loose on the ground.
Yep.
Right, sorry.
You're fine. That's fine. Okay, so the original was Hug and a Mug Sal, and then we added a hashtag for Coco Time Sal. Erin and I did, I believe. So yeah, so Sammie Lizz is doing that. Erin is doing, Stay at Home Stitcher is doing that. And did I say Ashley the Stitching Penguin? And then, let's see, then another person, oh my goodness, with the plastic stuff. Let's see, what is her, sorry, she's new to me. Mandypinecone on Instagram is also doing the Coco Time Sal, the Hug and Mug Sal. What is it?
Horologist.
Alright, we're back. So, let's see. Then we're going to do stitch-alongs. You know what those are, right?
No.
Where you stitch along with someone else on the same piece? Or the same designer?
Yeah.
Yeah? You've heard of those before?
You didn't say hello, Flosstube.
Oh, we're not doing a new video. That was just, we took a break. And this is going to be part of the same video.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, I don't want to start over again. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my stitch-alongs, my sals, what I've been doing, because I did the Coco Time, I finished that. Oh, that was, the Coco Time was also my Whip Go. Whip Go is like a bingo, so Whip is work in progress. Okay?
I know.
Okay.
That.
So he knows Whip Go, yay!
Well, I know
or whip.
what whip means.
Yeah, so those, I got my 2 squares, 2 and 19 marked off. So that was, 2 was Coco Time, and then 19 was Lunch of Love. So that Lunch of Love is also my Soda Stitch Sal that I'm working on with Mary Daydream Stitcher. And I am so happy that Mary started doing this with me, because I love to show, like, Soda Stitch some love. Like, there's a lot of love going on. Plus, I love Mary, so it's perfect. I keep losing my axolotl.
Needle minder?
yeah, magnet on my needle minder. You want to show it?
Axolotls are actually special, like, types of salamanders that can heal themselves.
Very nice. Yeah, here, faces. There you go. Turn it. There you go. Little. Almost. You put it in front of your face. Oh, there you go. You're focused. I think. You got it. Perfect. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look. You can just slip it in the bag. There we go. Find the magnet later. Okay, and then this is what mine looks like, the Lunch of Love. And Mary is doing yoga cats, which I have already done. Oh, what? I think that was the magnet it fell. It's right there. Okay, and then this is what I've gotten done on Lunch of Love. So, pretty good start. And I'm gonna be, and this is on my whip go, as I said, and I'm gonna be honest, I cheated.
Why?
because Hansel and Gretel were on there, and I didn't want to do Hansel and Gretel. I wasn't ready when 19 got called, and it was still in December, because she calls the numbers, and she calls the numbers on the 27th of each month, and I'm pretty sure it's the 27th, and I just wasn't ready. I had the fabric that I was going to use for Lunch of Love already. I didn't have the fabric for Hansel and Gretel yet. I think that probably is the point of WhipGo, to like get you going and get you started on it. But yeah, what?
We showed Hans?
Yes, I showed Hans in my last video.
We showed that deer back there?
I haven't shown the deer back there. You want to show it? The retro deer? Just don't drop it.
That would be a terrible moment to have on camera.
Mm-hmm. Just got that through on Zulily. Oh, it looks so funny, like it's like you're doing stop motion.
Yeah.
Show the legs. There you go. Yeah.
And there's so much glitter falling off of it.
Oh, there's a lot of loose glitter on that. Cool, thank you. Yeah. Okay.
I need to go wash my hands.
Okay. So, okay. So I was gonna also show that this grime guard was made especially for me by I think her name is the Obsessed Cross Stitcher on Instagram. It's like I'm trying to remember the handle, like that is actually with the @ sign. You can show that. But yeah, it's she made this. We did an exchange. I made her a mask, and then she made me this grime guard. And this grime guard is actually from my scraps from making all those masks last year in 2020. I can't remember anymore.
2021?
Yeah. I can't
like both.
Anyway, so the grime guard is so cute. So she did such a good job making these out of scraps. But yeah, Anne is her name. But I'll add her handle and stuff for Instagram, and so you guys can find her. She has an Etsy shop. All right, so Anne, the one that made the grime guard for me, she also has this gorgeous fabric that she's now dyeing in her Etsy shop, and I wanted to get some, and I end up not getting any just because I'm trying to like not spend as much. So yeah, so anyway, check out her shop, check out the beautiful things she's doing and making. Okay, and then let's see, you have another, I think, my magnets are getting stuck to my now I understand why the magnet came off, because it's sticking to the new cart. Can you grab that, please?
Oh, right. It's metal.
Thank you very much. Okay. And I think, was that it for my stitch ons? Oh, my temperature quilt stitch with Erin. I wanted to show that. So here's the colors for the temperature quilt stitch. Yes, I bobbinate. So, and let's see, show that. This is where I'm at so far. Lots of very cold days. 30s mainly, and 20s, and sometimes in the 40s. So that's where I'm at, and I have shown the temperature quilt stitch, like an example of it on a previous Flosstube. So what were you gonna say? Were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. I thought you.
Maybe I can show one of the things I want to show?
Yes, please do.
Alright. So, this project, I actually have a class called Knights of Virtue, and we're basically making art with food. So
you guys are studying George Washington Carver.
Right. And we also ate peanuts.
Watched all about peanut harvesting and things like that.
Yeah, and basically
you're learning about chemistry and
chemistry.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh, right.
Just keep going.
So,
sorry.
I know this looks like really, really unsturdy, like it's going to break any minute.
Come into the camera more so you can show it better. There you go.
But it's actually really, really sturdy because it's just a bunch of disjointed triangles. And that is kind of the key to steadiness. There's not much to it besides marshmallows and spaghetti sticks. What?
Like the 3 points of stability?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I also plan to continue this. Make it a bit taller, make it a bit more steady and sturdy.
So marshmallows and spaghetti. It's okay.
I thought a piece of my structure fell off.
Okay. Next.
Oh, right. Alright. So, me and my brother and I, without Mom, I wouldn't be able to correct my grammar. So, me and my brother and I decided to make like a 4-player chess. So we decided to make the 4 sides of the board like Lego. Like Lego
different teams. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Teams, sorry.
Teams and themes. And then here's the Christmas theme. There's the elves. And then there is one out of the ordinary here.
There we go. Focused.
Yep, that's the commander elf. Here's girl elf.
Gotta put your hand behind it, I think. Maybe it's... Ah, there we go.
Yep, that's the girl elf, and this is a boy elf.
It's not, it didn't focus.
Wait, it didn't?
I don't think so. There it is.
That's a boy elf, and then here's another.
Got it.
And
you should tell him first, though.
Basically, it's just this. That's left.
So those are the pawns.
Yep.
Those are the ponds in the Christmas theme.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you should tell them what the themes are.
Oh yeah, so red is Christmas, white is chefs, and
Chefs and food.
Chefs and food, and also
Blue.
pirates. Blue is pirates, and then green is fantasy. And then
Cool.
here's the king and queen of the, hold on, one of the pieces stuck there. So here's the king and the chickens at the queen.
The turkey.
The turkey acts as the king, and
There you go.
if you don't know,
You almost got it. Hold on. Okay.
so the chicken is actually
Turkey.
connected. Yeah, the turkey, sorry. I keep getting confused over those two. So the turkey is actually connected by this piece. Because you see it has a hollow inside. There's that little part where you can connect it. And then there's actually
You got it. It focused. The
Chef.
pan. But it's holding it in?
Yeah. And then here's basically a complete set. We just need one more skeleton. So we basically just completed the entire pirate set. And
Which is awesome. Totally rocks. Just keep it there for a minute while you talk about it so that people can have a minute to like see it. There you go. Yeah. Tell them about it.
alright. So this,
Move more this way.
oh sorry. Oh.
Okay.
So that's Mr. Black Skull. Here's Mr. Pan Man. Here's also Mr. Pegleg. Then here's a guy that has a sword through him. Then here's a guy with a hot dog. One's a guy with very short legs. And this guy has a beard and a missing leg.
Cool.
I think that'll be it for now. We still got some more stuff to show them.
I like that merman.
His name is Mermando.
Nice. So are we going to do life update? Should we tell them like what we've been doing the past 3 weeks or so?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to start?
Well, we've been doing our doctor's appointments, and we've been doing our dentist appointments, cleanings, things like that. Cats, checkup. What else? We got sick. Each one of us took our turn being sick, and just kind of like a mild cold, but just enough to like be out of commission. So
Went
each of
through
us
the
had,
family for a while.
yeah, it was like each one of us got sick for about a week, but it was just, I don't know, it was one of those just annoying, you had to let it run its course kind of a thing, not COVID or anything, but, so yeah, so that's one reason it's taken so long to get back here on Flosstuber. And we framed, my husband and I have been working on these frames. One of my sisters-in-law loves to like give me her old frames that she doesn't want to use, which I love because we can, just, I mean, for one, they're free, and then for two, they're normally pretty cool and we can do something with them. So my husband actually cut down this frame, and then we use steel wool and painted it and stuff, and then, you know, some other ones we got at the thrift store. And so I was able to frame my very first Soda Stitch pieces. So do you want to go ahead?
Yep.
And they're in this, oh, don't turn it, just go like this. Just pull it. There we go, stop, right there. And I'll show a better picture probably of these later. But yeah, so that's the Cat's Bakery by Soda Stitch, and then Ice Cream Ladies above that. And I don't have glass on the Ice Cream Ladies yet, but I will. Go up further, and they're just right below. Keep going, keep going, keep going. The Soda Stitch pillows, yeah. That have already been up in the craft room. Okay, so Toasty had to go. We ate lunch, and then he was on to other things. So I wanted to tell you guys about the giveaway that I'm going to do once I hit 500 subscribers. So thank you very much to everybody who subscribed and recently, and who subscribed from the very beginning. Just, you know, people that I probably had met on Instagram and, you know, knew from there. You know, and Stitching Moon Megan had asked me to make a floss tube also. So probably, you know, just like the only reason I had started, but it's since become, you know, pretty important part of my life. So I'm really glad that I did start floss tube, and I'll keep going for as long as, you know, the wave lasts, I guess. And okay, so for my giveaway, this is one thing that I had kind of like really you know, been drawn to. I had seen this on, I think, like Amazon or something, and I had something, a Mill Hill pack had, like kit had come in the same package as this, and then the beads were totally missing from the Mill Hill kit. So I, on Amazon, had requested to, you know, get a replacement of the Mill Hill pack, and somehow it ended up where I got another one of this that I was going to do for the giveaway. So I thought, oh, maybe it's fate. I'm supposed to have it, and I'm supposed to do it for give it away for the 500 subscribers. So that is what it is. It's a Dimensions Gold Collection snowman, playful snowman ornament kit. So aren't those adorable? So once I hit the 500 subscribers, I'll announce that I'm starting to do the process of the giveaway. And yeah, so you'll have to already be subscribed and be 18 or over, so you can get your address, all that fun stuff. Okay, and my son Toasty assembled this cart, and I'll show you guys after, but I think you can see it pretty well. It's like one of those craft carts I got at Joann's, and the bolts on the two wheels are totally out of the four were different sizes and can even fit in the cart without like doing extra drilling and stuff. It actually works pretty great without the wheels anyway, so I'm not really concerned about that. But anyway, so kind of like a, I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of warning anybody, maybe the quality control's not so great for these carts, but otherwise it's pretty awesome. So another whip that I'm working on, I know I'm like a little bit all over the place, but another whip I've been working on is the Anne Bronte sampler, and this is like her actual sampler that she had done. Oh, I was going to take it out of the Q-snap to show you guys. Okay, let's see. I'll do that now. Okay, I don't have to take it all the way out. So I'm just, at this point, I am at the 1/1 stage, and it's just, let's see, there we go. So it's pretty beautiful. This variegated floss is by, I think it's Dh Designs, and it's called Pink Lady, and I love it, absolutely love it. And the fabric is Zweigart Glasgow linen flax, and a 28 count. And so on the 1x1, with the variegation, or the variegated thread rather, I don't like the 1x1 with, you know, the lighter, like the white. So, and the kind of lighter pink, I don't think it really shows up. And so I think what I'm gonna do is just do, I'll show you guys what it looks like originally with the black. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just do the rest of the rectangular sections, you know, the borders, and then I'm going to decide if I even want to use the variegated floss for the 1x1, and I for sure will use it with these like hills, these peaks here on the bottom, but for the text, I might find it kind of like an equivalent DMC, you know, kind of hot pink, so that it actually shows up. So we'll see what I decide, because the variegated floss is expensive and I don't really want to keep clipping out all the hot pink out of it. So just to get, you know, enough for the 1x1. So yeah, I'll just finish what I need to do. That'll for sure be like the variegated and the, you know, the 3/2 weaves that I'm doing. So anyway, so yeah, I think it's turning out great, and it's, you know, people really seem to love it, and the result, and I really love the result. So yeah, so pretty excited about that. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So, oh, and I should show my other whip that I actually am working on, that Megan Stitching Rin actually sent me. Speaking of her, yeah, the little troll bookmark she sent me. This is how far I've gotten. Yeah, so cute. Okay, I just had to get going on my whip go, and I had to put that away for a while. So let's see. Okay, and then I wanted to show really fast, like, I think I need some blue and gray in my life. I've had a lot of pink recently. So I think I was going to do Emily's sampler first, I mean after Anne's, and that is the variegated floss for hers. I've shown this on previous, one previous floss tube, but that's Emily's. It's basically like the same sampler. They just choose different quotes and obviously the dates, and then their names and ages will be different when they finish them at the bottom there. Or I guess I could say they choose different scriptures, not quotes. But then I thought, okay, so I need blue and gray. So that'll be, I think I'm going to do Charlotte's out of the Bronte samplers next. So that's Charlotte's. And also they make different little mistakes, and maybe sometimes they don't make mistakes, but that's what the variegated floss looks like that'll go on Charlotte's. I'm not sure how that gray is going to turn up on the Glasgow linen, the blacks. So we'll see. So beautiful, beautiful colors. So, oh, and Jo, Stitchycatlady26, on Flosstuber and Instagram, she actually asked me, why did I use like an unconventional, non-traditional floss color on Anne's, the pink lady, from Jody Reed Designs. So my answer was just like that I like to add a kind of like a modern twist or splash to something that's traditional or historical, because I don't know, because I like to make it a little more relatable. And I also kind of imagine, like, what if they were, you know, like writing these books nowadays that they had written back then, and, you know, like maybe they'd have a little more of a, maybe they wouldn't be as dark. Who knows? Like, I mean, I love what they have written. So the Bronte's sisters. So there's no criticism there. I absolutely love them just the way they are. But I do love the idea of like adding that modern twist. And also Anne was the baby of the three sisters, and so I like the idea of kind of adding something that I could, like a pastel pink that you kind of think of like, you know, the baby. And then, you know, for Emily, the reason that I chose purple that I could kind of, I think, at least I imagine, that kind of popped into my head was Heather, that in Wuthering Heights, Heather is what Heathcliff and Kathy go pick together. And Kathy, you know, in the Laurence Olivier Merle Oberon movie, Wuthering Heights from, I think, 1939, she's, you know, tells him at one point, she goes, "Heathcliff, fill my arms with heather." So, you know, purple heather. And then for Jane Eyre, the reason, or Jane Eyre, oh my gosh. Yes, oh yeah, Jane Eyre, duh. Okay, so for Charlotte, the reason why I chose the blue and gray is because of, you know, Jane Eyre, like, she's kind of considered to be kind of, you know, little more, like, subtle, muted, like Rochester talks about her, symbolically talking about her being like a gray bird with, like, but under her wings is scarlet, you know, but I'm not going to do the scarlet, you know, but with the blue and the gray. And it seems like in the Jane Eyre, like the movies Jane Eyre, that they are, that a lot of times, like, her dress is gray, or maybe even like a kind of like a gray blue, something like that. So that's one reason I chose that, in case Joe or anybody else was curious why I do the things that I do. So let's see what else. Be right back. Okay, so I got a lot of stitchy kindness, and first I wanted to show you guys the Evergreen Stitcher sent me this Sew to Stitch chart. She just, you know, thoughtfully got a hold of me and asked if I'd be interested in having this, and maybe that she would never make it, so, you know, as long as it goes to someone who would make it. And she was so sweet. She sent it over, and I definitely will be making this. So it's got like a Christmas theme and everything, and it's just adorable. I could see making that for someone, maybe one of my, who knows, you know, if I ever have grandkids, maybe I'll make it for one of them. So thank you very much, Jannie, the Evergreen Stitcher on Flosstube. Appreciate you so much. And then my beautiful, wonderful sister in Stitch, Curry Ma on Facebook, and LoveStitch33 on Instagram. She does not have Flosstube yet. Maybe she will one day, but she sent me an amazing Stitchy Kindness package. So she sent me this cooler design studio, Linda Gillum design that says, "You are my sunshine," and she told me she wanted me to have some sunshine in my life, so she sent that to me. So very, very sweet. I don't have a lot of summer stitching patterns, so anyway, so she sent me this whole, oh, it was so nice and organized. So she sent me this beautiful card that goes with so much of what I'm doing right now, you know, so beautiful. And I love, she gives me the sweetest thing. She even draws. She's so artistic. So yeah, just, oh yeah, sister in Stitch. And she sent me these pushing socks. So, and then these, the pushing pins that I'll turn into needle minders. I'm sure she knows that's what I'm going to do with them when she sends me stuff like that. And then the cat paw scissors, and I freaked out over these the one time I saw that she had these, and so I'm sure that's why she sent them. So, oh, and actually, I'm going to show the fob that she sent me. Oh, and she sent me Victoria's Secret lip gloss. Yeah, that's like, I am not very bold with my makeup and things like that most of the time, so maybe you wouldn't guess that, but I most likely will wear that on a floss tube at some point. But yeah, she sent me a bunch of highlighters, and I am like a total highlighting weirdo, so yeah, I don't know if she knows that about me, but a little twine in the card. So I am not holding that up very well, so Yeah. So sweet. Thank you very much, Curry, and the little drawing. My Stitch sister. My sister from another mister. Oh, and then she also sent this, I assume it's for projects, a project bag. So I'm gonna call it my project bag, but a nice tote. So we're both cat fans. I think a lot of people are cat fans nowadays. So, and then she actually sent this to me in my last, her last package of Stitchy Kindness, and I forgot to show it. So she sent me this huge piece of fabric by, what did she call herself? Let's see, Oksana Lupita and, or Lo Patina. And her company is called Crazy Hamster. And it's like a Monaco 28, and the size 18 by 29. So gorgeous hand-dyed fabric. I love Oksana's work. I have done a few of them, few pieces on her work. So yeah, so that was it from Curry. And let's see, don't want to leave anything out here. Okay, and then I got Christmas cards from various people. I showed off, let's see, I already showed off some Christmas cards before, but Mary, Daydream Stitcher, showed her Christmas cards, a couple of them that she got, and I had really wanted to show some, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe that's too much, I'm not sure. But I'm just so grateful for them, and I definitely look at cards as kindness as well as from, you know, cross stitchers, Stitchy Kindness. So this one was from Crafty Rin, Stitchy Rin. So Stitchy Rin is her cross stitch, new cross stitch floss tube. So sweet. And we have like little snowmen. We put that up next to, and then this is from Terry B Quilts. She sent me those. I showed them on Instagram already, but she sent me 2 stocking kits, full stocking kits. So I'm gonna send her something. But like Curry, the lady who sent me a lot of the Stitchy Kindness that I showed, she's like, don't try to send me anything back this time. I'm like, okay. It's hard not to. Anyway, I'm gonna send Terry something because I found something really perfect for her. It's hard to always want to like send something when it's, you know, like not for sure if the person will be into it, but I'm pretty sure she'll be into what I found. Anyways, and then this was from Morti, and you know, just like the English traditional, I think it's like an English traditional post box, right? Or maybe they call it something else, but that's where the mail receptacle, right? So I love this so much, and this was so thrilling to get this from Cornwall. Yeah, so anyways, I'll have to say what I wanted to say about Morti like next. She's so cute. Okay, so then this is from Stitch Ilonka, and she said this was a traditional German village during Christmas time, and then she wrote the coolest, like just like a quick descriptor of what, you know, Germany, a village would be like, or like a shopping area or something in like a market during Christmas time in Germany. And it just, you know, it kind of transported me. Like I felt like I could smell what was in the air, and, you know, kind of taste what she was describing, and it was just like pretty amazing, and I appreciated that so much, that transportation. And I've been feeling pretty sentimental about Germany lately, so that was wonderful. So thank you, Ilonka, for that. And yeah, so let's see. Yeah, okay. And so I'm going to show you my haul next. And so I got, let's see, sorry. So the stitch along that I'm going to be doing with the Evergreen stitcher, Jannie, we were going to do a stocking kit together, and it is this one, the Under the Mistletoe, Bernat. So you guys can see it. So there's a lot of white. There's a lot of just non-stitching areas, like on that tile, and then as you can see above on the top there, and then on the mistletoe area behind the mistletoe. So there's a lot of empty areas that'll just be white, the Ada, you know, or Ada. And so I sent off and got some. This is the first stocking for a girl I think maybe I've done in maybe 12 years, something like that. So it's been a long time since I've done a girl stocking. So I kind of wanted to do something a little extra for it, extra special for the recipient. So this is the opalescent fabric that I sent away to do the stocking on instead. And I'll tell you where I got this in a minute. I think I just got it off of eBay from a seller there, but yeah, it's opalescent. Famously, you cannot see very well on camera, or maybe I should say infamously. Okay, so I got it from the Nimble Needle. So there's their card. Nimble Needle. And I think it was pretty good shipping, and you know, it was all right, and the fabric is great, you know, it's all good. So okay, and then for other haul, let's see, I think this is all from, or mostly from 123 Stitch. I'm pretty sure it all is. So I actually might have gotten that. This one, I think this Mill Hill Kits, right? So Toyland Sleigh. I believe I got that actually from an Amazon seller. Don't look at my cuticles or my nails. They're so bad. I just trim them. I just trim my nails. I'm not fancy, but yeah, so this is so pretty. I love stripes. I love striped things, colorful things, obviously. So there's that whole kit back there. I'll be very excited to do that. And then this I'm gonna do for my son, the Christmas lantern on shaky. My oldest son loves Charles Dickens, and he is all about the Christmas Carol and the symbolism in it and things, and you know, he loves the lantern that shows up in there, and like Dickensian type of films and things in that Victorian era England. Anyways, and then Celtic Santa. I really kind of went overboard with my haul with the stash enhancements this month, but a lot of great Christmas things that I had seen and I really wanted to try out. So yeah, that Scotland Santa, oh my gosh, how awesome is that with his kilt, and yeah, just like his whole getup, and look at his boots, you know, that the back stitching, I guess you would call that around there. Maybe embroidery, more people that are more savvy with embroidery could tell me what kind of that's called, maybe if it's not backstitch. But anyway, so the beads and everything. I ordered a Mill Hill Santa through Amazon, and it came without the bead pack. So yeah, that's, I think I already said that earlier, and it was the, oh my gosh, it had a leopard seal in it. So leopard seal Santa, something like that. Okay, and then Anita Little Stitches is where I am getting my Zweigart Glasgow linen, and she actually, or that website had a 50% off sale for these, for the Zweigart Glasgow linen. So I was so stoked, and I actually got a couple packs. Like, I will use this, you know, whenever I get a chance, because I love this kind of fabric. Okay. So this kind of fabric, the Glasgow linen, this is actually what I did crisscross stitches his Zodiac pillow on, the Leo that I did for him. And he was, speaking of that, oh, right, like I was like just totally, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited that he showed that on his floss tube, and he's gonna put it in his craft room, and it actually matched his craft room. Like, how amazing is that, right? Like, I didn't know what he was gonna do with it. Like, that's what I'm like with gifts. Like, I just, you know, if it just strikes me, like, if I just need to do that or want to do that, if it's in my heart, just send it out, and whatever, wherever the chips may fall, kind of thing. So, like, his reaction was amazing, you know. I will try not to say amazing 100 times like I did on my last Flosstube. that was the word for that day. And then I got all these Lola Crow, the Christmas cryptid ornaments that she designed, because I was just loving these when I saw all the cross stitchers on Instagram putting these up. I wasn't a huge fan of one of them, and I didn't print that out to show, but it was worth it to get the whole pack, you know, pay for the pack. So sorry about the glare. I just really need to get these, you know, organized, and I don't like to leave the loose paper, so they are all in their own little plastic sleeve. Oh my gosh, I love this one though, the Kraken with the Christmas lights on it. So clever. My printer didn't print this one out in its entirety, but you know, at least the cover photo. But yeah, so the Yeti with his presents and his present in his Christmas tree, and then Nessie Claus. So cute. Oh my goodness. She's clever. I really like her, the designer, and she's a sweetheart on Instagram as well. And then speaking of sweethearts, and February coming up, and Valentine's Day and then sweethearts on Instagram, I got this from the Sewing Starfish. Also super great, friendly, and encouraging and positive person on Instagram. She designed this Sweetheart #002 pattern. All these Valentine motifs I just love, and I could see, I think I'm going to start this in February, and I could just see enjoying stitching every one of those, just loving every second of it. So I had to get it. And then I also got this little bag of buttons. Terry B. Quilts is making me realize how important buttons are, so for FFOs. So, and one day I know I'll use these, so isn't that great? Love it. And then what is the person's name? I got this on Etsy, Colorful Designs by Jen. That's her name, her shop name. Okay. And then I got Rolanda fabric. I know I get too much of this, but she had some gorgeous things. So anyway, so that's my latest, and they're opalescent, and I honestly don't really gravitate a lot toward opalescent fabrics. I know I say that, and I just got that white, but yeah, Rolanda does some amazing dyes on opalescence, so I can't pass some of them up. Yeah, so I didn't this time. So that, and then, oh, and I'm sure this is a 28 count even weave Lugana, and it's a 17 by 26, that last one I showed. Okay, and then this one is a Lugana 28 count even weave, and it's also 17 by 26. And I love the 17 by 26s because I can do, I know for sure I can do a soda on them, a soda stitch. The longer ones, I have a lot of the longer ones that I think are about 20 inches wide or long. So that one, oh, look at that. It's so pretty. It's probably not showing up on the camera as gorgeous as it looks in person, as is normally the case, right? So yeah, just kind of get an idea. Oh, I love it. Okay, so what else did I want to tell you guys? I don't know, maybe it's not really like that important, but so like I wanted to tell you guys something that Mad Morti said. She so when she sent me that Christmas card, like I was pretty darn excited, and I just said, I got a card from the legend Mad Morty. And she's like, Amber, I'm just a regular person like you, you know? And I don't know, I just thought that was so sweet. And I was like, I know that, you know, but so like to me, like cross stitchers and just people who are passionate about something positive, something that they're doing in their life, like that to me is someone who's like could be like legendary or like more of like a celebrity to me, like someone to be celebrated, I guess. Well, I don't know where I even heard that recently. I heard that from somebody talking about like celebrities being, you know, like the root word celebrate or something. So who knows if there's anything to that, but you know, I don't know, like if people haven't watched all my floss tubes, maybe they wouldn't know this, but I grew up, you know, like kind of with my dad being like sort of like a minor celebrity, like not world famous or anything like that. And, you know, just that in our town, you know, people like recognized him a lot, and would just be like, oh, you played pro ball, right? You know, and so I kind of just grew up like being around someone who would get recognized a lot, like just in our sphere. And then there'd be people that would sometimes be like really big football fans, like older people that remembered the 60s and 70s, and they'd be like, oh, you know, I remember you. What was your name? Oh, what was your position? What was your name? You know, kind of. So anyway, so I kind of grew up with like that, and you know, I don't know, like I wasn't the celebrity, you know, I wasn't the minor celebrity or anyone who did anything that everyone was super excited about. But and then my mom's dad, like, you know, him having met George Raft, who had played him, you know, my grandpa passed on this information to my mom and probably her siblings, but then, you know, he said that George Raft told him something along the lines of, like, I don't really get, like, why people are, like, excited about me. Like, I don't understand, like, why people would even, like, really be my fan. Like, I don't think I'm anything great or something. So, I don't know, maybe the message got a little skewed by the time it got down to my generation. But, you know, I was kind of, like, given the impression, like, oh, you know, celebrities, like, think their fans are, like, kind of wasting their time or something. I don't know. Anyways, but as I got older, I kind of was like, you know what, that's like, George Raft isn't even like the only celebrity in the world. Give me a break. Like, he doesn't represent what all celebrities think. Like, like celebrities are all different people. They can think different things. And so I've been always kind of just like a weirdo about like meeting celebrities, and kind of just like I don't want to try to talk to him too much and things. And giving Jeff Goldblum his little, I'll have to show another time, but a picture of it, but the Grandmaster 8-bit cross stitch ornament that I did for him, when I gave that to him, that was like a huge step for me, and he was like just so gracious. He was just like, oh my gosh, I love it, thank you, you know. He didn't say thank you, but he said I love it. And you know, like, as I was I had tossed it like kind of right next to him as he was signing my comic book, and which I'll show another time as well. But when I started kind of running off, like, he said that, you know, oh my gosh, I love it, you know. And and then you know, I could just like kind of hear his like deep voice like all around me as I was like running off, because like I think he's really good at like projecting his voice. So I just turned around and I'm like, thank you. But you know, it was like one of those things that was just kind of like oh, this is totally positive, you know. Because no matter what my parents said to me about, you know, how people, like celebrities, would feel about the people that approached them or whatever, because my dad actually loved it, you know, but he wasn't like an A-lister or something like that in Hollywood, but you know, what I'd been told that they think or something about people, and it's not even necessarily true. Like, so I don't know, I just, at Comic-Con, total synergy with the celebrities. Like, they seem like they love it. Like Michael Rooker, he walks around and films behind the scenes at Comic-Con, and one of my friends was like, oh, hi Michael, or something, when he was walking by us, and he filmed us for a second, and he was like just a funny guy, like he was a cool guy. So I don't know, I haven't had really bad experiences at all, you know, with celebrities. Like, they all have good days and bad days, and you know, like if you don't have like the great experience of them, you know, like when you meet them, like maybe they just had a bad day, like maybe they're not a jerk. Like when I lived in Las Vegas, people would tell me about their different experiences with meeting different celebrities, as there's a lot of them around there, and like some had a great experience and some had a bad experience. It just depended on the celebrity, depended on the day. Anyway, so speaking of celebrities, as I've been rambling on, like I kind of look at like, I mean, not kind of, but I look at the Flosstubers and, you know, like people who have courage and just put themselves out there and are passionate. I you know, really admire those people, and like they're my celebrities. Like, I don't know, so like, you know, XStitch and Darcy Cameron, Stitchy Man Darcy, and like Mad Morti, you know, just like Ashley Stitching Penguin, like, you know, like all kinds of people like that just put themselves out there and are just, you know, they don't have to have the most followers or anything like that. Like, oh, Mary, Daydream Stitcher, like that to me, it's like amazing, and see, I said it again, amazing. Like a dream, you know, that she's doing that, you know, Sal with me, and, you know, just stuff like that. But I love to like, yeah, I love to celebrate people that are just doing good things and that are interesting and, you know, are excited about life and excited about what they're doing, and also can put themselves out there and just sort of be, you know, kind of like a little bit vulnerable sometimes, and how like Megan Stitching Moon and stuff like that. So, or wonderful people like that. Yeah, so that was, and I wanted to like share something with you guys that was a poem that was really good. And I love this for New Year's because a lot of people make resolutions. A lot of people don't do them perfectly, and that's all right. And I'm trying to get over the whole New Year's funk that I have, and my husband came up with a great idea for like doing journaling, and to have a journal that you, you know, that you make at the, or to do a journal entry as a family of like what we did the year before, you know, what the things we accomplished, maybe the things we didn't get done, and then, you know, almost like it's a, you know, like a, what you call it? Oh goodness, I can't remember the word now. Like a continual, you know, it's like a ever moving goal, you know, list of goals, or, you know, journal of goals, I guess, met or not met or still being worked on, you know, because that's what life is, you know, it's not just 1 year as a block. This is when we're going to do this, you know, one thing or whatever. Sometimes it takes. Okay, so I was going to read the poem to you guys, and it just makes me cry the whole time. So maybe I can just try one more time, and we'll see if I can swing this. Nope, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. So I don't think I described it already, but I would. I heard my dad recite this at like inspirational speeches that he would do, and he got a rose in the rose garden in Portland. So I think this was one of the speeches I remember when he gave it. So it's called The Race by Dh Groberg. Okay, so it says, quit, give up, you're beaten. They shout at me and plead. There's just too much against you now. This time you can't succeed. And as I start to hang my head in front of failure's face, my downward fall is broken by the memory of a race. And hope refills my weakened will as I recall that scene. For just the thought of that short race rejuvenates my being. A children's race, young boys, young men, how I remember well. Excitement, sure, but also fear. It wasn't hard to tell. They all lined up so full of hope, each thought to win that race, or tie for first, or if not that, at least take second place. And fathers watched from off the side, each cheering for his son, and each boy hoped to show his dad that he would be the one. The whistle blew, and off they went, young hearts and hopes afire. To win and be the hero there was each young boy's desire. And one boy in particular, whose dad was running, whose dad was in the crowd, was running near the lead and thought, my dad will be so proud. But as they speeded down the field across a shallow dip, the little boy who thought to win lost his step and slipped. Trying hard to catch himself, his hands flew out to brace, and mid the laughter of the crowd, he fell flat on his face. So down he fell, and with him hope, he couldn't win it now. Embarrassed, sad, he only wished to disappear somehow. But as he fell, his dad stood up and showed his anxious face, which to the boy so clearly said, "Get up and win the race." He quickly rose, no damage done. Behind a bit, that's all, and ran with all his mind and might to make up for his fall. So anxious to restore himself, to catch up and to win. His catch up and to win. His mind went faster than his legs. He slipped and fell again. He wished then he had quit before, with only one disgrace. I'm hopeless as a runner now. I shouldn't try to race. But in the laughing crowd he searched and found his father's face, that steady look which said again, "Get up and win the race." So up he jumped to try again, 10 yards behind the last. If I'm to gain those yards, he thought, I've got to move real fast. Exerting everything he had, he regained 8 or 10, but trying so hard to catch the lead, he slipped and fell again. Defeat! He lied there, silently, a tear dropped from his eye. There's no sense running anymore. 3 strikes, I'm out. That's why, or why try? The will to rise had disappeared. All hope had fled away. So far behind, so error-prone, a loser all the way. I've lost. So what's the use, he thought. I'll live with my disgrace. But then he thought about his dad, who soon he'd have to face. Get up, an echo sounded low. Get up and take your place. You were not meant for failure here. Get up and win the race. With borrowed will, get up, it said. You haven't lost at all. For winning is no more than this, to rise each time you fall. So up he rose, and to run once more, and with a new commit, he resolved that win or lose, at least he wouldn't quit. So far behind the others now, the most he'd ever been. Still he gave it all he had. And ran as though to win. 3 times he'd fallen, stumbling. 3 times he rose again. Too far behind to hope to win, he still ran to the end. They cheered the winning runner as he crossed the line first place, head high and proud and happy. No falling, no disgrace. But when the fallen youngster crossed the line last place, the crowd gave him the greater cheer for finishing the race. And even though he came in last, with head bowed low, unproud, you would have thought he'd won that race to listen to the crowd. And to his dad, he sadly said, I didn't do too well. To me, you won, his father said. You rose each time you fell. And now when things seem dark and hard and difficult to face, the memory of that little boy helps me in my race. For all of life is like that race, with ups and downs and all you have to do is win. And all you have to do to win is rise each time you fall. Quit, give up, you're beaten, they still shout in my face. But another voice within me says, get up and win the race. Wow. I don't know if I'll keep that. That's a lot of emotion. But I want to leave you guys with that, and just with, you know, some inspiration for the rest of the year. And I wish you a happy new year still, and you know, just happy stitching, and I hope you guys will join me on the Whip Go and the different sales. If you guys want to join in the Stitch 2022 sal, that's like a year-round, like all year sal. You have all year to finish it. There's no like end date, you know, maybe just till maybe the end of 2022, something like that. And even if you want to restart it again, what if we haven't finished, that's fine too. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me, and don't forget about the giveaway that is coming soon. So maybe tell people about it, to come subscribe and everything. So yeah, and then there's going to be an extra of Toasty showing some more Christmas stuff like Harry Potter and another Lego. Okay, so happy stitching and good vibes and all the happy things. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that's pretty exciting though, to have the Stitch framed for the first time in my craft room. I have a couple, probably two or three more that I want to put in here. Don't know where I'm going to fit them, but anyways, and yeah, I'll do more of like a close-up of those on this video, probably at the end. So, what else are we going to talk about? You wanted to show your Harry Potter stuff that you got for Christmas. Speaking of his aunt, she gives the most amazing Christmas gifts. She has her own kids that are about the same age. She knows what they like.
And a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, and she's a Harry Potter fan, so that helps. You gonna show that first?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
also a Star Wars fan.
Not related to Harry Potter, but
Mandalorian.
Yep.
Grogu.
So if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, go watch it. It's on Disney Plus.
Yep.
Spoiler in 3, 2, 1.
Baby Yoda, Grogu. That was a Christmas present.
Yep, he can
move his ears.
Yep. He can also have an adjustable jaw.
So he can eat the eggs. The frog lady's eggs.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. And then
so much cat hair on this stuff.
And then here's like a little information board. And with a little baby Yoda there.
Move it further this way. There we go. Keep going a little bit further that way. This way. Okay, I'll take Grogu and you focus on doing that. Oh my goodness, Erin, up more. And yeah, there you go, you got it. So cute. You
Sorry
see the cat
if I'm
hair
shaky.
on there? It's okay.
Alright.
Okay. Now the Harry Potter.
Yep. So
I'm gonna move your chair back.
Alright,
because you're gonna have to stand back further because they're. Describe what it is.
So, in case you haven't already watched What? Oh yeah, but let me just tell them first. So this is a vehicle from the third Harry Potter. So if you do not want me to spoil it, maybe just skip this part. And
in case you have kids that haven't seen Harry Potter.
And they're watching the Flosstuber. So this is the night bus.
Show the front of it.
It looks awesome, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're that clackling, there's actually Ernie in it, or
Erin.
Because
the driver.
Yeah. Because when
take it away, Erin.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna open the top here.
So what's it made of?
Oh right. So it's kind of it's a bit complicated. As like a plastic, like painted plastic outside.
It's a 3D puzzle, right?
Yes, and then it also has like a foam inside, so it's a bit squishy. You know? So it's more flexible. So you can open the top, but unfortunately it was only just the exterior. Well, I'd say...
Did Erin get lost?
No.
There, yeah, you got it focused.
There. Alright.
Okay, next.
So if you have watched the first Harry Potter, then this is okay to look at. It's Hagrid's hut.
Move it back a little bit to show the whole thing first. There you go.
Then there's the chimney, and then there's the other door, and then there's Hagrid.
He is the best. There we go.
There. And we'll just put that back there. And then also, if you haven't watched the second Harry Potter, then probably not best to look at this one, because it's obviously spoilers. It's the burrow.
The big enchilada.
Exactly. Actually, I think I might need to stand back a little bit more for this one. There.
Dang. Thing is huge.
It's a bit risky to move it. Just want to give you a visual of how it looks. So, can I go get a stool real quick? Alright. So, I put 3 characters in here. I will actually leave this one up to you to find them. Wait, hold on. Oh, one of them is has unfairly fallen. Alright, try try see if you can spot them as I rotate this. Did you spot them? Alright. So, sorry. So, we haven't shown one more thing. Well, sort of. So also spoiler warning. It's a really important one also. If you have not watched Thor Ragnarok or Infinity War or Endgame, then definitely look at that. Because this is going to be related. And trust me, you won't regret it. This set also has lots of features. So it's a Lego set.
Yeah, so his uncle, my brother, sent us a picture of this because one of his coworkers had this set, and I thought it was my brother's set, and so I was just under the impression he already had it, so I was super excited, and I got it right away from Target. I ordered it immediately, so I was like, that's a set? And,
that's Bro Thor.
Bro Thor. Show him the game controller. There you go. And
It's basically like an Xbox.
And so, so as soon as I got it in the mail, I texted my brother the picture, and he's like, that's funny, because I just got one yesterday. And I'm like, what? I thought you already had it. He's like, no, I just got it when I saw my coworker's set. And so the coworker enabled both of us, but he was laughing that he enabled me. It's like, I'm a bad influence.
There's Korg with the little gamer headphones.
Yes, we love Korg and Ragnarok and Infinity Wars.
Oh, and also, don't forget Meek.
Meek. Is that some kind of protoplasm, or is it eggs? It looks like eggs.
Ew. Korg, disgusting.
Yeah.
Back a little bit.
There we go.
There.
They have a lot of pizza and a lot of beverage bottles, let's just say.
Yep.
In the
Pizza. And then here's the bottles over here. And then if you you can also see right here that there's a beverage barrel right there.
That's a keg.
Keg, right.
I
almost forgot that was a word.
There's like yellow, transparent, or translucent button pieces that spill out of the keg when you open it. And a door. And that outside of it.
It actually opens. And then we also got like a trophy collection up here. Not really sure if it's a trophy collection. Like you got the golden mug, whatever this is. I think Mr. Rogers, Captain America, aka
Mr. Rogers.
And then bottle, pitchfork, and then if you look right there, you can actually see a painting
Of Sif and Thor back in the day when they were younger.
And then there's Thor's axe.
Stormbreaker.
And then there's the TV. I don't know. Actually, let me just take it out. And there's a cookie under there. And then also, here's another funny feature. If you look under the couch, there's actually another cookie under there too. Like you can actually take the couch out, like purposely. Hold on. You can see it right there. And there's a grapple. And looks like an AC unit right here.
Okay, Emin.
And that's it.
It's kind of, yeah.
Oh no.